Planning your first trip to London can feel overwhelming. How many days do you actually need to see the city properly? London is big, spread out, and full of iconic places, but the right amount of time makes all the difference. Whether you've got 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, or a full week, this video breaks down exactly what you can realistically see with each option, so you can plan your time without rushing or missing out. For a 2-day trip, everything is built around location. Day 1 focuses on Westminster, where several of London's most famous sites are very close together. Big Ben, the Palace of Westminster, the London Eye, and Buckingham Palace can all be seen on foot, with short, scenic walks between them. For Day 2, we move east along the Thames. Tower Bridge, the Tower of London, the Kew Gardens, Borough Market, and the Shard sit within a compact area, making this a very efficient second day. You'll see a lot of the main sites in a very short time. This is Westminster, the historic heart of London, and the perfect place to start a first visit. The Palace of Westminster has been the home of British government for centuries, and it's still where Parliament meets today. What most people call Big Ben is actually the bell inside the tower. The tower itself is called Elizabeth Tower. If you're interested in politics or history, parts of the Palace of Westminster can be visited inside, including debates, tours, and historic halls. Even without going inside, this area is essential. It's iconic, historic, and everything here is within a short walk. The London Eye was built in 2000 to celebrate the new millennium, and it's still one of the best ways to understand the scale of the city. One full rotation takes about 30 minutes, so it's slow, smooth, and designed for sightseeing, not thrills. For first-time visitors, it's not essential, but it's a great way to see how everything fits together. This is Buckingham Palace, the official London residence of the British monarch and one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. For most of the year, visitors see the palace from the outside, and that's usually enough to appreciate the scale and setting. If you're here for the changing of the guard, arrive early and expect crowds. Even as a short stop, Buckingham Palace works well on a first visit, especially when combined with a walk through nearby parks. This is Tower Bridge, one of London's most recognizable landmarks. And despite what many people think, it's not actually that old. The bridge was completed in 1894, designed to solve a very practical problem: how to let tall ships reach the Port of London while still allowing people to cross the river. The bridge still opens today, and when it does, the 2 central sections lift upwards to let boats pass underneath. You can also go inside Tower Bridge. The glass-floored walkways sit high above the Thames and give you a unique view straight down onto the river and traffic below. There's also access to the original engine rooms, which explain how the bridge was powered in the past. Even if you don't go inside, walking across Tower Bridge is worth it. It connects historic and modern London in one short walk. The Tower of London is one of the oldest and most important sites in the city, with nearly 1,000 years of history behind its walls. It began as a royal fortress, later becoming a palace, a prison, and even an execution site for some of England's most famous historical figures. Today, the main reason people visit is to see the crown jewels, which are still used in royal ceremonies and guarded inside the tower. You'll also hear from the yeoman warders, often called beefeaters, who live here and share stories that bring the history to life. This is one place where going inside really matters. It's one of the most complete and immersive historic visits in London. The Kew Gardens sits at the top of the Walkie-Talkie building, named for its distinctive curved shape that widens toward the top. It's one of London's best viewpoints, and it's free if you book ahead, with wide views over the Thames and skyline. A quick, high-impact stop for first-time visitors. The Shard is the tallest building in the UK, standing at just over 300 meters, and it completely dominates London's skyline. The viewing platforms sit high above the city and offer some of the most dramatic views you can get. Inside the building, there are also several high-end restaurants and bars spread across different levels, as well as a luxury hotel, making this much more than just an observation deck. It's a paid experience, but for first-time visitors who want the highest views and a more premium feel, the Shard delivers. Borough Market is one of London's oldest food markets, with roots going back over 1,000 years. Today, it's known for high-quality street food, fresh produce, baked goods, cheeses, and international flavors from all over the world. The market is open most days, but it's busiest from Thursday to Saturday, when more traders are in and the atmosphere is at its best. It's a great place to stop for lunch, or just to wander, especially after a walk along the Thames. If you have 3 days in London, everything from the first 2 days stays the same. This extra day simply adds 2 major sites, St. Paul's Cathedral and the British Museum, giving you more depth without changing the overall pace. St. Paul's Cathedral is one of London's most important landmarks and has stood here in various forms for over 1,000 years. The current cathedral was designed by Sir Christopher Wren and completed in 1710 after the Great Fire of London destroyed the previous building. Inside, it's known for its vast dome, detailed ceilings, and the famous Whispering Gallery. If you climb to the top, there are 528 steps to the highest viewing gallery. It's a paid visit, but for first-time visitors, St. Paul's combines history, architecture, and one of the best viewpoints in the city. The British Museum is one of the world's most famous museums, and it's completely free to visit. Inside, you'll find artifacts from across human history, including the Rosetta Stone and the Egyptian mummies. It's huge, so for a first visit, focus on a few highlights rather than trying to see everything. With 5 days in London, the first 3 days stay the same. The difference is that you can slow down and explore further. You can spend another day in Greenwich, a historic riverside area with a village feel. Just next door, the O2 adds a modern contrast and is easy to combine in the same trip. For the final day, we move west, linking Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens with cultural stops like the Royal Albert Hall and the Natural History Museum, finishing at Harrods for a relaxed, well-balanced day. This is Greenwich, one of the most relaxed and historic areas of London, and a perfect contrast to the busy city centre. From the hill in Greenwich Park, you get one of London's best panoramic views, looking straight across the Thames towards Canary Wharf. Just below the park sits the Cutty Sark, a 19th century tea clipper that once sailed around the world and is now a centerpiece of the area. At the top of the hill is the Royal Observatory, where the Prime Meridian Line marks the starting point of global time. You can stand with 1 foot in the Eastern Hemisphere and 1 in the Western. The park itself is a destination in its own right. Wide open lawns, tree-lined paths, and some of the best places in London to slow down and take a break from sightseeing. In spring, the cherry blossoms add an unexpected splash of color, making this one of the most peaceful corners of the city. Nearby, the Painted Hall is often described as Britain's Sistine Chapel, while the Queen's House stands out for its symmetry and calm, classical design. The National Maritime Museum sits alongside the river and explores Britain's long relationship with the sea. And like many museums in London, it's free to visit. Greenwich also has a lively market, filled with street food, small stalls, and places to stop for lunch. For something a little different, the Greenwich Foot Tunnel runs beneath the Thames, connecting both sides of the river on foot. And one of the easiest ways to arrive or leave is by the Uber boat by Thames Clippers, which offers fast transport and great views as you pass Canary Wharf on the way towards the O2. The O2 is one of London's most recognizable modern landmarks and a major entertainment venue, hosting concerts, shows, and events throughout the year. Even if you're not coming inside, it's worth seeing up close, especially arriving by river, as it adds a striking, modern contrast to historic Greenwich. This is Hyde Park, one of London's largest and most famous green spaces, and a welcome break from sightseeing days filled with landmarks. We're starting at the Italian Gardens, a quieter corner of the park with fountains and formal layout, designed in the 19th century and inspired by classic European garden design. From here, Hyde Park opens up into wide paths, open lawns, and long walking routes that show a calmer side of the city. It's a place where Londoners walk, cycle, relax, and slow the pace. Especially useful on a longer trip when you don't want to rush from one attraction to the next. Hyde Park also connects directly into Kensington Gardens, which feels more formal and historic, and is the natural next stop on this walk. As Hyde Park blends into Kensington Gardens, the atmosphere becomes more formal and historic. At the heart of it all is Kensington Palace, a royal residence that has been home to generations of the royal family, including Queen Victoria and, more recently, Princess Diana. The palace can be visited inside, with exhibitions focused on royal life, fashion, and history. But even from the outside, it gives a strong sense of London's royal past. Surrounding it, Kensington Gardens feel carefully designed, with tree-lined avenues, ornamental water features, and open lawns that are ideal for a slower walk. This area works particularly well on a longer stay, linking green space with royal history before heading on to nearby cultural landmarks. The Royal Albert Hall is one of London's most famous performance venues, opened in 1871 and still hosting concerts, classical music, and major events today. If you get the chance, it's absolutely worth attending a show. Seeing the venue from the inside is part of the experience. The Natural History Museum is one of London's most popular museums, and it's free to enter. Even a short visit is worth it for the building alone. Harrods is London's most famous department store and a destination in its own right. Even if you're not shopping, it's worth a quick look inside to see how over the top it really is. With a full 7 days in London, the first 5 days stay the same. You can then visit Battersea Power Station, a former industrial icon that's been completely redesigned into a modern riverside area. You can spend another day visiting Kew Gardens, one of the world's most impressive botanical gardens. A full week also opens up day trip options, letting you add somewhere outside London without rushing. Battersea Power Station is a former industrial landmark that's been completely redesigned into a modern riverside destination. Today, it's home to shops and restaurants, and there's even a lift that takes you up one of the chimneys for panoramic views across London. Right next door, Battersea Park offers a quieter green space to balance the visit. Kew Gardens is one of London's most impressive green spaces and a completely different experience from the city centre. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to tens of thousands of plant species from around the world, spread across a vast, beautifully maintained landscape. Highlights include the historic Palm House, the Temperate House, one of the largest Victorian glass houses in the world, and long, quiet paths that make it easy to slow the pace. You can also walk the treetop walkway for views across the gardens, especially striking in spring and autumn. Kew works best on a longer trip, when you have time to explore without rushing, and it's ideal if you want a calm, nature-focused day away from busy streets. Bath is one of the best all-round day trips from London, especially if this is your first visit to England. The city is compact, elegant, and easy to explore on foot, with Roman and Georgian history layered throughout the center. Its most famous site is the Roman Baths, built nearly 2,000 years ago, right next to the medieval abbey. Beyond that, Bath is known for its honey-colored stone buildings, scenic streets, and relaxed pace. It's easy to reach by train, simple to navigate, and delivers a lot without feeling rushed, which is exactly what makes it such a strong choice for a single day. Windsor Castle is the best royal day trip from London and the oldest inhabited castle in the world. It's easy to reach and offers a strong sense of Britain's royal history. Cambridge is an ideal day trip if you want something calmer and more scenic after London. The city is built around the University of Cambridge, founded over 800 years ago, and much of the experience is about walking between its historic colleges. One of the highlights is King's College, where the famous King's College Chapel dominates the skyline with its grand Gothic architecture. Stepping inside feels a bit like entering a Harry Potter-style setting, even though the films weren't shot here. Along the River Cam, you can walk or punt past multiple colleges, bridges, and quiet courtyards, all within a compact and very walkable center. Cambridge works particularly well as a slower, atmospheric day, focused on architecture, green spaces, and classic university life, making it a perfect contrast to the pace of London. The Cotswolds are one of England's most famous countryside regions, known for rolling hills, stone villages, and quiet rural landscapes. Instead of one main town, the experience is spread across small villages like Bourton-on-the-Water, Bybury, and Stow-on-the-Wold, each with its own character. Because the area is quite spread out, the easiest way to visit from London is with a guided day tour, or by car if you're comfortable driving. It's a great choice if you want to break from cities altogether and want to see a more traditional, slower side of England. Oxford is one of England's most famous university cities and an easy day trip from London. The city centre is compact and walkable, with historic colleges, courtyards, and stone buildings clustered closely together. Many of the colleges can be visited, and the architecture gives Oxford that instantly recognizable, historic university feel. It's a good choice if you want a relaxed day focused on walking, history, and atmosphere, rather than ticking off major attractions. Dover Castle has guarded England's coastline for over 900 years and is often called the key to England because of its strategic position above the Channel. The site is vast, with medieval towers, underground wartime tunnels, and viewpoints that show why this location was so important for defense. It's a fascinating visit if you enjoy military history, but it does involve quite a bit of walking and time on site. Just next door, the White Cliffs of Dover offer a completely different experience. The Chalk Cliffs are one of Britain's most iconic landscapes, with coastal paths and dramatic sea views that stretch out toward France on clear days. Even a short walk here feels special, making the cliffs the real highlight of a Dover day trip for many visitors. Warwick Castle is one of England's most complete medieval castles, and a great choice if you want a classic castle experience. It dates back nearly 1,000 years and features towers, battlements, and furnished interiors that bring the history to life. It's very visual and easy to enjoy, making it a strong day trip if castles are high on your list. Stonehenge is one of the world's most famous prehistoric sites, dating back over 4,000 years. It's iconic and fascinating to see in person, but it's quite far from London and works best as a guided trip. If you're curious about ancient history, it's memorable. Just expect travel time rather than a long visit on site. If you want the best all-round day trip from London, choose Bath. Compact, historic, and easy to explore in a single day. For royal history without long travel, Windsor Castle is the easiest and most iconic option. And if you want something calmer and more scenic, Cambridge is perfect for a slower, more relaxed stay. My advice is simple. Pick one that feels most different from London. That's when a day trip works best.